King Solomon is an intriguing figure because the Bible makes so many claims about him.
Would you believe it if we told you that a treasure that was only in Bible stories and old books for thousands of years has actually been found? Yes, we are talking about King Solomon's treasure, the mysterious gold mines that have driven people crazy for centuries. For more than 3,000 years, historians, explorers, and treasure hunters have wondered if Solomon really had so much wealth. Was the temple he built in Jerusalem really made of gold from mines called Ophir and Tarshish? The answer may have been found. In 2025, during excavations in a desolate desert in the Middle East, something was found that shook the whole world. Hidden under layers of iron and stone was a mysterious treasure, full of gold, glowing rocks, molten gold, and tunnels that seemed to lead to a secret city. But it's not just gold. After the discovery, the team began experiencing strange things. Machines started shutting down, people started falling sick, and some even felt a strange force. So, is this the treasure, or is there an ancient curse or a deep conspiracy behind it? Watch this video till the end to know the whole truth, because what has been revealed will not only change history, but will also shake your mind. And if you love uncovering real-world mysteries and hidden truths, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because this journey into the past has only just begun. Who was King Solomon? You must have heard the name of King Solomon. Be it the Bible, the Quran, or the Jewish scriptures, he has been mentioned in all three with great respect and mystery. He was such a king of Israel who was considered not only the wisest, but also the richest and most powerful. It is said that God himself had given special knowledge and wisdom to Solomon. He used to resolve the disputes between people in such a way that everyone was surprised. Once upon a time, two women started claiming the same child as theirs. Solomon said, "Let us cut the child in half, and the woman who is the mother will step back herself." This is what happened. The real mother cried and said that give the child to the other woman, but she should not be harmed. Solomon immediately decided that she was the real mother. Many such stories of his wisdom are famous. But as wise as he was equally rich. It is written in the Bible that he had so much gold that people started considering silver as an ordinary thing. The temple he built in Jerusalem had walls made of pure gold and was decorated with precious stones. It is said that his treasure came from places called Ophir and Tarshish, mysterious places where gold, silver, ivory, and precious woods came from. But gradually these mines disappeared, or rather, someone hid them. Since then, people have been asking, is Solomon's treasure still hidden somewhere under the ground? Now, the discovery made in 2025 has made this question even bigger. Have we really found the way to that treasure? And are we about to see the riches and secrets of that king again? What we are going to show you next can reveal not just history, but the truth of an entire civilization. The story of Ophir and Tarshish. Now let's talk about two names that appear repeatedly in the Bible: Ophir and Tarshish. These may sound like places from a story, but there is a big secret hidden behind them, and these two names are associated with King Solomon's gold mines. It is written in the Bible that King Solomon used to send his ships to Ophir and Tarshish every 3 years. From there, he used to get things like gold, silver, precious stones, ivory, monkeys, and peacocks. The meaning is clear. These places were not ordinary areas, but were the richest and most mysterious trading places of that time. But the real question is, were Ophir and Tarshish really real places? Or were they just religious symbolic names? Some historians believe that Ophir was probably in some part of Africa, like Somalia or Ethiopia. Some say that it was around India or Sri Lanka because in ancient times, spices and gold also came from there. Many people associate Tarshish with Spain, Turkey, or even England, but so far no one has been able to identify these places with 100% certainty. This is the reason why both these names are counted among the biggest mysteries of history, people have been trying to find them for centuries. If someone gets hold of the location of these places, it is like getting the key to King Solomon's treasure. And now, what has been found in the excavation in 2025 has some such signs that can prove the existence of these two places to be true. Some marks, some scripts, and some items the finding of which cannot be a coincidence. Are these the same Ophir and Tarshish mentioned in the Bible? And if yes, is Solomon's real gold mine about to be revealed now? The revelations that will happen next can completely change your thinking. Have you ever received anything before? King Solomon's treasure is not a new story. This story has been going on for centuries, and who knows how many people have spent their life savings and years of time in the pursuit of finding it. But the question is, was anything ever found before? In fact, since the 1500s, European explorers and sailors were roaming the deserts of Africa, Asia, and Arabia in search of Ophir and Tarshish. The Portuguese conducted excavations in many places from Mozambique to India. British explorers set out to find Solomon's gold mines in the sands of Arabia in the 1800s. But what did they find? Just some broken stones, old pottery, and a lot of confusion. Many big missions were carried out in the 20th century as well. Some private research groups of America and Israel conducted excavations at some locations in the Middle East, but the result was the same every time. Nothing special was found. In such a situation, it was gradually believed that Solomon's treasure was probably a religious symbol, not a real gold mine. Some even said that this is just a story to attract people, which has nothing to do with the truth. Historians and scientists also called this story a myth or legend due to lack of evidence. Common people also considered it a fantasy, something that looks good only in books and films. But the real problem was that the excavation or research was not done at the right place. In the olden times, there was no GPS and satellite mapping, and most of the missions were done without solid information. The excavation that has been done now in 2025 is completely different from all these old missions. It has technology, science, and most importantly, a very solid location. So is this the time when the real treasure of King Solomon is going to be revealed to us for the first time? The things that come next will make you think. How did the excavation of 2025 start? Now the question arises, how did this excavation suddenly start in 2025? And the biggest question, did all this happen according to plan, or was it found by chance? Actually, everything started with a satellite image. Some researchers saw some strange shapes in an old dry area near the border of Israel and Jordan, as if something big was hidden under the ground. This team included international archaeologists, experts on biblical history, and especially a private research company from America named ChronoQuest Global. This time, the biggest weapon used in the excavation was technology. Yes, high-tech machines like ground-penetrating radar, thermal scanning, and deep-core drilling were used to know what is under the ground. Everything was monitored, from real-time satellite feed, but the matter did not stop at just technology. As the excavation reached depth and some ancient metal marks started being found, the government also started getting interested in it. The Israeli authorities and the Middle East Heritage Council took the security of the excavation in their own hands. There were also reports that the excavation site was cordoned off by the Israeli military for a few days so that no outsider could reach there. This increased the suspicion in the minds of the people even more. Did the government know something beforehand? Or was this an attempt to hide something? During the excavation, the team found some markers, symbols, and soil samples that were indicating an ancient civilization. And as the excavation progressed, those tunnels, those shining stones, and then that first glimpse of the treasure. This was not an ordinary excavation. This was the beginning of a whole history that changed. Now, we will know further what was found in that excavation and why did this discovery become surprising for the whole world. What was found during the excavation? Now let's come to the part that caught the attention of the whole world. What was found in the excavation? Was this the same treasure of King Solomon that was being searched for centuries? As soon as the excavation reached 40 to 50 feet below, the team found a solid layer which was not a normal stone. When it was cut, a shining metal came out from below, which was not like any normal metal. Some samples were immediately sent to the lab, and the report came it was pure gold, which can be worth billions of dollars in today's terms. But this was just the beginning. On digging a little deeper, the team found some big stones on which strange shapes and scripts were engraved. These were neither Hebrew nor Arabic, nor did they match any common languages. Some experts believe that this could be an ancient symbolic script, which may be related to the place of the treasure or its keeper. But the most surprising thing happened when the team found a small hole, and as soon as it was widened, a deep tunnel was seen below. This tunnel looked like it was carved by hand, and similar scripts were made on the walls inside it. A camera was sent into the tunnel, and what was seen inside surprised everyone. Large metal boxes, some stone statues, and a room that looked like an ancient basement. It seemed as if someone had deliberately hidden all this. Like, not a treasure, but a message, a secret, which was hidden from the world. This was not just about gold, this was the beginning of some very deep and old secrets. No further, when scientists and archaeologists did research on this, what came out? Was this really Solomon's wealth? Opinion of scientists. Now, whatever was found in the excavation was surprising, but the real surprising thing came to light when the scientists started testing it. Everything was looked at very closely. Soil, stone, metal, and even the scripts made on the walls of the tunnel. First of all, let's talk about the layers of gold. When that metal was tested in the lab, it was found that it was 99.9% pure gold without any adulteration. And the special thing was that this kind of gold cannot be prepared so cleanly even with today's machines. The meaning is clear, this is not a modern mining work, but a process thousands of years old, which we do not understand even today. Then came the talk of the scripts made on the walls of the tunnel. The scripts looked like a language, but no expert could match it with any script of today. Some experts believe that this could be Proto-Hebrew or Lost Levantine script, meaning even older than the Bible era. The results of soil and carbon dating surprised everyone. When the tunnel's wooden beams, stone tools, and surrounding organic material were dated, their age was found to be about 3,000 years, the same time as King Solomon's era. Not only this, symbols like lion and star were found on some artifacts, which are directly related to the Jewish monarchy. Now the question arises, is this the same treasure mentioned in the Bible? Did King Solomon really hide so much wealth? And if yes, then why? Scientists say that this discovery is not just a piece of history, it is a game changer which can shake religion, history, and science all three together. No more. When strange events started happening with the excavation team, was it just a coincidence or a warning from some ancient power? Strange happenings. Was there a curse? As the digging went deeper, something started happening that no one had ever imagined before. Initially, everything seemed normal, but then strange events started to unfold, one after the other. Events that seemed like something out of a horror movie. The first incident happened on the fourth day of the excavation. The team's biggest excavator machine suddenly stopped, for no reason. At first, it was thought that there might be some technical fault, but when it was fixed and restarted, it stopped again within a few minutes. And not only this, the other machines present there also gradually stopped working. Meanwhile, some team members complained of headache, nausea, and high fever. When the doctors checked, everything was fine, but they themselves could not understand what happened to everyone suddenly. It seemed as if there was something in the air there, something invisible and strange. Then came the scariest thing. One day, a video of the site was being shot from a drone. When the footage was checked, a moving shadow was seen in one frame, which did not look human. Some people said it was just a mist, but there was no mist at that time. Electromagnetic devices, which scanned things under the ground, also picked up strange signals as if something was going wrong or some energy field was active. Now the question arises, was all this a coincidence? Or was there an ancient curse on the treasure that was touched? Many people believe that in ancient civilizations, such places were protected by protective powers, and Solomon, who was himself a wise and mysterious king, did he protect that treasure with some divine power? Whatever it was, these incidents forced the team to think, have they touched something that should not have been touched? Now let's talk about that tunnel and underground passage, which holds a much bigger mystery than this treasure. Is this treasure divine or alien tech? Whatever has been found so far has been surprising, but the real mind-blowing thing came to light when things were found in the excavation that were beyond human understanding. The team found a small round metal device inside the tunnel which looked like an ancient lock or energy capsule. When it was scanned in the lab, there were no gears or circuits inside it, but still it was emitting heat and energy. The question arose, if this is a human thing, then how is it working without wires and batteries? Apart from this, some crystal-like things were found there which glowed from within, and the magnets placed around them started moving on their own. Some scientists said that these could be electromagnetic resonators, but the question was, who had such technology 3,000 years ago? Some people believe that King Solomon was not just a king, but a person connected to some divine knowledge. It is said that he had received special powers from God, like talking to spirits or understanding things from the other world. So could this treasure also be a part of that divine knowledge? On the other hand, conspiracy thinkers and some researchers believe that this treasure could be ancient alien technology. That is, an advanced civilization that came to Earth thousands of years ago may have left these things, and King Solomon knew how to use them. Some experts have even said that this device behaves like AI, artificial intelligence, like it reacts when touched, changes shape and color. Now the question is this treasure not just gold and silver, but is it a part of some such power which is still far ahead of our science? Did Solomon really get divine knowledge, or was it a part of some alien connection? We will know further when the government and media remain silent on these discoveries. Is something really being hidden? Why are the government and media silent? Whatever you have heard till now, it all sounds like a movie, right? But the real suspense started when the attitude of the government and the media became strangely silent. Whatever information came out related to the excavation mostly came through leaked footage and secret sources. Initially, some local channels reported on this discovery, but as soon as something big started coming out in the excavation, all those channels gradually became silent. The reporters who first reported from there were removed from the site, and those who had the initial videos, those footages, were deleted from their channels. Some people from the excavation team claimed that they had made some recordings on mobile, but within a few hours all the data disappeared from their phones. Some people even say that their phones were hacked or confiscated. Now the question arises, why are the government and big media houses silent? Has any such truth really been found which cannot be told to the world? Is this treasure not just a store of old things, but something that can shake politics, religion, and science, all three? Some people believe that if it is proved that all the stories told in the Bible were true, then the foundations of religion and history can be shaken. And if it turns out to be about alien tech or lost civilization, then imagine what effect it will have on governments and defense systems around the world. So is the truth being hidden for this reason? Is this the same game that has been going on in places like Area 51 and Roswell? That's no further. If this discovery is true, then what effect will it have on our world? And will history really be rewritten? If this is true, how will the world change? Now think, if this discovery is proved to be true, then its impact will not be limited to history only. It can change the worldview. First of all, let us talk about history. Then, all the history books being taught in schools and colleges today will have to be rewritten. Because till now, Solomon's treasure was considered to be just a religious or mythological story. But if his real treasure, his mines and the technology of that era have really been found, then it means that what we have believed till now may be incomplete or even wrong. Now, if we talk about religion, then the things in the Bible, Quran, and Jewish texts, which were till now considered symbolic or just a matter of faith, are now being proved scientifically. This can lead to debates in different religions, and at the same time, it will have a direct impact on the faith of some people and the thinking of some. This discovery is a setback for science. If the technology that we still don't understand existed 3,000 years ago, is our scientific development as modern as we think? And if it is alien tech, then even our theories of the universe will be questioned. Politics will also be affected. The country in which this treasure has been found will call it its own. Other countries will say that it is a heritage of humanity. UNESCO, the Israeli government, and perhaps even the intelligence agencies of big countries may jump into it. And when so much gold and powerful artifacts are in front, conflict is inevitable. So all in all, if this treasure is real, then it is not just a discovery. It is a storm that can shake history, religion, science, and politics. Everything. And now, in the last part, is all this evidence giving us a new warning? And what can we learn from this? A climax and questions to the audience. So the question now is this really Solomon's treasure? Were the stories we've been told for centuries not just stories, but the truth hidden in them? What was found in the 2025 excavation, the gold, the tunnels, the strange machine-like things, and the scripts, all point to us being very close to some big truth. But are we being told the whole truth? The government's silence, the media's distance, and the leaked footage all make it seem like something is being deliberately hidden. Is it being hidden to prevent panic in the world? Or is it because some powerful people don't want the common people to know the truth? The decision is now in your hands. Do you believe that this discovery is real? Do you think that King Solomon's treasure has really been found, and that too after so many years? Or do you think this is part of a bigger plan, a game that shows us one thing while hiding something else behind it? Whatever it is, this discovery has definitely made us think, and if more is revealed in the future, we might see the biggest secret of history being revealed. Do tell us what you think about this in the comments below. Is this Solomon's real treasure or some ancient secret technique? And yes, if you like such mysterious, suspenseful, and mind-blowing stories, then do subscribe to the channel. The next video will be even more shocking.